What's going on, listeners? Episode 95, Transferable Experience Podcast, TP. Voice you hear right now is me, Julius. We got my brother in here. How you doing, Ed? How you doing?
Good, man. I'm good.
We back out here, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say first real episode of the year.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. I'm gonna get the temperature, man. How you feeling? How you living right now?
Man, I'm good. You know, I got my little first sparring match this weekend, so I've been.
Hold up, man. No, go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
I think we talked about it last time a little bit. Maybe
yeah, but you ain't going in. You ain't going in depth.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, you know, because it escalated with me because I was just taking a group. I was just taking a group fitness class that was had boxing in it, and the instructor was like, "Well, you come all the time. Do you want to like take actual boxing training lessons?" And did that, and she was like, "Well, the next step is to spar and see if you learn what you've been learning and stuff, and see where you at." So that's where I'm at, man. I've been these past few times we've trained, man. I've been working on my defense, which it's been a different experience because it's not like I can't like swing back, so it's like I feel like the person that's punching at me know that I can't like you punch different when you know a punch gonna come back compared to if you just punching at somebody.
Okay,
so it's just been just working on that, man, and I feel comfortable because I feel comfortable with that, knowing that if I'm comfortable just with my defense is good enough. I'm getting hit a little bit, but you know, as long as if I'm comfortable with that and moving around, now that I can throw in the element of actually, you know, swinging back. But I don't know, man. I don't feel nervous. Not saying that I just feel overly confident that I just know I'm gonna go in there and like put somebody down, but it's just for me, it's just like I don't know. I feel like because one, I don't have anything to lose. Then two, it's not really in front of like a crowd, so. It's not that nerves, so it's just like
I don't know if I believe that, man. Like it's different when like
they might come once I get there that day, but saying, like, as of now, I don't feel any. I
think that they will come because it's different with somebody. You get in that ring and somebody's coming at you, like
I'm about to say it's gonna have conceptually, naturally, but maybe like the concept of it right now don't sway me.
You're an even kill man.
But once I maybe. See who I'm sparring
with, or just when you step in there,
warming up that day. Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna know it's real. Now I'm gonna have to get into a different mode.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
As of now, it's just like, it's Saturday. Kind of ready to just go ahead and get in there, and then like, because there's like 3 people sparring that day, and I was like, well, I want to go first.
Just pop it off.
Yeah, because she was like, I knew you was gonna say that. I was like. That's me, man. I just want to go and get in there.
You don't want nothing. You don't want no other impression.
That'll get my nerves. If I see somebody else, oh shoot, now, my mind, but now, blank, don't know nothing. It's I'm talking about that freshman that ain't got nothing to lose, man. You just get in the game and you don't care. Like you just do you.
Yeah, I will be there.
So
it can be good to. It can be interesting to see because I ain't never just seen you just. You know, own somebody like that.
And then like I say, for me, it's just like I don't know too. It's like I don't have expectations for myself because I know my first time gonna be my worst time. So it's like I'm just laying the foundation to build off of. So it's like that's why I say it's like it's not like it's expectations for me to go in there and kill. It's just like one of those like barometers, really. Right. Like okay, let's see where you at. Yeah. Okay, we need to work on this. I told you your conditioning. I told you about getting that hand up. So that's why I think too is just like because I'm just looking at it as a barometer, not like win lose. It's literally just sparring. It's just 3 rounds.
Yeah. But that's good.
3 rounds gonna last a long time. 3 minutes, man.
Well, people don't understand how long 3 minutes is, bro. Like fighting for 3 minutes.
I want to say just shadow boxing. I just but actually like throwing and moving and looking at another person. It's gonna be. That's gonna be. I know that's gonna be like the longest because a 1 minute rest. So 3, 1, 3. What's that? That's 7. 1 is 8 plus 3. It's gonna be the longest 11 minutes of my life. I know.
But you know what? I believe in your ability. I told you this on the phone. I believe in your ability to perform. Like they got some people that just haven't really had platforms to perform where you gotta like this ain't no exhibition. This ain't going on your record or nothing. But like, this is a chance for you to like display yourself. Yeah. And in the past, when you've had those opportunities to do that, you perform, and you performed well in most things that you do.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm a
in my mind, I'm like
athlete, and I'm naturally competitive, so that side gonna come out. My competitive fervor. And,
in my mind, I'm gonna get that like Ed gonna do his stuff because I know when it's time for Ed to perform, he gonna perform. So I think you gonna win. I don't know if it's. I know it ain't winning law, but I know. But I'll be like. But I'm interested to see, and you know,
like I say, I avoid one punch and land one. That's all I want to do,
bro. Yes, that's the basic.
Land one, avoid one.
That's the basis of it.
Like I'm just talking about in total the whole time. As long as I land one,
land one.
Oh yeah, you landed, and I avoided one. I know I'm gonna take a few, but as long as I land, just avoid one or two.
And it's a different thing when you like. Come to realization with yourself, like this gonna happen. Like I'm gonna get hit.
So that's why I say.
And you know what? And that can be reason for like no nerves. Like, bro, I know what I'm walking into.
Yeah, I might say that, and then the defense, man, I done took some too. So like getting hit. So that's why I was like, it's like the hit. Now if we didn't have headgear on,
that's different. That's different. That's
and then like if I wasn't just going against somebody that's kind of just on my level, where he's just kind of just trained, But the fact that I got a headgear on, I'm like, okay, I'm not about to. I mean, I can still get the wind knocked out of me, but like I told you already, I ain't got no pride, man. Hey, I get the wind knocked out of me.
It's all right. It's all right.
I learned my lesson. I'm done. That's it for the day. Didn't keep that hand where it was supposed to be, for sure.
Yeah. You know what? It's interesting because I like that. I like that because you've been talking about boxing. Everybody who's been listening, hear you talking about the boxing. How you improved and you advanced, and now you're taking that step. I think it's just natural progression at that point.
That's it, man. You gotta actually get in there because it's one thing to just do a drill, but it's another thing to be in there. So
be there with the license.
Be good, man. Yeah, I look forward. Get in there, see where I'm at. Like I say, I think that's why I'm not nervous because it's just the barometer. Like I can't be disappointed in myself because I never did it, and I know it's gonna be. Like I said, I know this time gonna be the worst I ever look in there. So it's like
it's okay.
I just gotta start, you know, and I'm not afraid to just start and get in there, man. So like I say, I just
metaphor for life.
Yeah, man. So it ain't that, but I've been that's been kind of what my week been centered around. So I've been making sure I'm eating real clean, no beers or nothing, just trying to be ready.
I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you. That's what's up.
Cool though, man. Like I say, I give you guys a recap, let y'all know how it went. Yeah.
That's good.
But that's kind of all that's been going on with me. What's been going on in your world, man?
Man, my life has been not crazy. I don't really live a crazy life. I'm pretty sedentary. Like I was saying, I've been refocusing, of course. I feel like I'm always doing that, but aren't we all, you know? Yeah. Refocusing, getting back to the basics with me. Cleaner routines, you know, gym and working out and coming home and going to work. So our slow season is over with my job. So I'm out and about again, driving everywhere, you know, talking to these customers, also managing my team. And like, I guess they made my position now a more robust position with my company. So like I got more hands on. I was always hands on, but now it's like expectations of us being hands on. And it's been cool. I've been enjoying it. I do a presentation every Wednesday. I do my own meeting with my guys. I plug my
virtual?
No, it's in person.
I go to the office.
Yeah, we go to the office. So we have our safety meeting at 6:00. And then after AM, yeah. I be up at like 4:30. It's every Wednesday. So I be up at 4:30, get up. The day before I do my little preparation, make my slides and stuff like that. Pretty much. And it's like being a teacher. And we have our safety meeting at 6. Then after that, I take my guy, we go into the conference room. And then I plug my laptop up. I got my little PowerPoints. I might make a PowerPoint. We got a couple PowerPoints that's already made, so I might use one of those. And then I talk with my guys. We assess what happened last week.
I'm about to say, just do a summary of the previous week.
The previous week and what we need to improve on this week.
Who be the classy one to bring a little refreshments?
The company does. They do like donuts and kolaches and stuff like that. I was
gonna say, hey man,
yeah,
it's fall on you if not them.
Well, I'm
gonna go down the line.
Well, I'm gonna do something one day, but I can't tell them I'm gonna do something because then it'd be expected.
Oh no,
yeah, I'm gonna just show up one day.
But if they provide it already, because I was like, man, 6, that's an early call time.
I mean, meet start at 6. That means you getting there by 5:30.
I'm about to say, you gotta leave your house at 5 or something, which means you probably gotta wake up at 4 or something.
Yeah, wake up at 4 or something. And then, like I said, but that's been helping me get into a routine. Okay, let's get up, get the day started. Start off with healthy things. A lot of times, I've started out with a lot of bad habits, but I try to start my morning, good morning. Do my little skincare routine, stuff like that. But it's been cool, though. It's been cool. And after that, I work, come home.
My skin do look smooth.
I've been working, man. I've been working. Trying to eat right, you know what I'm saying? I cleaned out my refrigerator. Man.
Speaking of, I didn't realize like how much expired stuff I have.
Bro, but yes,
condiments to stuff in the pantry that's just been sitting for years.
Bro, it be stuff you like, bro, when and you think about when the last time like you opened that, you be like, I ain't opened that in life.
Yeah, because condiments last a long time. So my condiments expired, a lot of them. And I was like, well, like you said, when I thought, well, when the last time I used grape jelly? Because I don't. Yeah. I'm not a bread guy like that. Yeah, so I know I bought that to make a breakfast sandwich, but that was like a craving thing. Yeah. So, and I ain't made a breakfast sandwich in over a year, confidently can say. And then like with my biscuits, I use syrup. So I was like, okay, yeah, that should be that makes sense. Yeah. And then just like other stuff I started going through, and I was like,
well, I had stuff in there from like, I hate to sound nasty, but I had stuff in there from like when I first moved in, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
that's what happened when you like don't move.
Yeah,
when you stay somewhere. Yeah, it's like, okay, I got this. I know I got this.
Yeah,
but then it's like you don't use that, and then it's just like
it just start.
Oh, okay, hold on now. Like
the
time done passed on that.
Yeah, yes sir. So I did that, and it was cool, man. It was cool. Clean out the refrigerator, but just getting organization in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like clean out the refrigerator because you don't understand stuff be an extension of you. Mm-hmm. Refrigerator expired, cluttered. It's probably like my mind, expired and cluttered. I gotta get the old stuff out, make space, clean it up for the new stuff coming in. You know what I'm saying? And I take that with me. But the job's been good. We busy now. I'm driving around. Like I said in the last episode, the little check in. Like I got my LSAT coming up, so I'm excited about that. I haven't
been carving out time consistently.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Not in this last week. I'm sorry, y'all. Not in this last week because I'm trying to set it. I'm trying to like set the time for it. Like I got my practice. Like I said, I took my practice LSAT. I took it 3 times last week, and each time I got a better score.
Okay.
Now look, it's still a failing grade. I don't even know if it is a pass or fail, but it was pretty low. But the fact that I got a better score every time, that gave me hope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that gave me like encouragement. Like, oh, you could do this. You know what I mean? You just gotta like refine it. Yeah. And I've been out of the academia arena for a good 3-4 years now. And
that's a long time.
That's a long time, bro. Coming off like doing it every day, like I used to be every day like on the grind, test, studying, blah blah blah. Then I was telling my roommate, my co-ed, who out here be walking in. I was telling him, I said, "Hey man, like I chilled for long enough. You know what I mean? Like I took my break. You hear people taking like gap years, taking a break. I did that. I wiped my hands with that. I just worked and stacked money and saved money and I got ahead. I got place to live, car and stuff like that, steady job. And then I was just like, man, it's time. It's time to like really push that envelope and get back on that.
Yeah.
Get back on that mountain, But anyway, I'm excited for that because I haven't really just had the chance to just showcase my smarts in a while. And I hate to feel that I lost some. I guess I will say I did lose some. Yeah, but
I just gotta
reactivate it, bro. Yeah. Like you gotta reactivate it, like. And the LSAT, that's all mind games. You know what I mean? So
they literally got a section
called brain game.
Brain game.
But anyway,
that's the part that would eat me alive, man.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was my worst. That was my worst section.
Because it's not like
that my worst section.
Math is more about visual and organization.
Yeah.
Because you gotta because like I said, I really really worked hard on trying to get that down and because it's like you just got to be able to draw pictures to organize what they're saying.
Yes. And it made me. I had to get reacclimated with just because the way they do the questions.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's worded to trip you up too. Yeah. It's not like it's just straightforward. What's 2 + 2? No, it's like if John was first in line and Susie was third, but then somebody got in front of Susie, but then 2 more people got in front of John. What place is he in now? And there'd be stuff like that. And I was like, I guess you need to know how to think like that as a lawyer.
Yeah. I think they had one question if a person bought a personal computer for this brand and then that brand released a new set of computers but their sales went up, what does that mean for the brand? Does it mean that they're loyal to the brand, or is this just the first computer that they bought and they stayed loyal? You know what I'm saying, to the company? It's stuff like that, But anyway, and I realize all the answers be right. It's just another answer is more right than the other one.
Yeah, the thing about those two though, where it kind of stinks, is that they typically it'd be one thing and it'd be 3 to 4 questions related to that. But if you get the first one wrong, then you're gonna get all of them wrong after that because they build off of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Because it kind of got your train of thought going one way. Yeah. But anyway, I'm excited for that, and I look forward.
I think you're gonna do good, man. You just got to start hitting it consistently with the studying, man.
Yeah, I do. And discipline was one of the things that I said I'm gonna try to do better.
And I'm about to say, especially since you've been out of it so long, it's just gonna help you get back in that mindset of that stuff.
I'm probably gonna have to take it twice, maybe 3 times. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna take it 2 or 3 times. But anyway, but yeah, that's good, and health is good. It's a brand new year, so I got all my appointments, doctors, podiatrists. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I didn't really go to the doctor for now. I got to go do that stuff now. Therapy. I'm looking into therapy. I know you tapped in. It's time for me to tap in. Trying to clean out everything on the outside and the inside.
Yeah.
But I have been getting a heavy dose of leadership opportunities as far as with my job and carving out a lane where I can actually be a supervisor, because our branches just split. So now instead of just the Dallas branch, we got the Fort Worth branch too. But I'm over both branches for both surveyors, for all the surveyors. So I got to be a little bit more meticulous, right? And it kind of goes into what we was trying to
sound like a promotion without a promotion.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, hey, I move lateral. I pretty much move lateral. Hey, middle management, bro. We're gonna talk about middle management one day, because middle management, it's like purgatory. You do enough that merits a promotion, but you don't have enough skins on the wall to make stuff move like you think you do.
Yeah.
But people still expect you to do everything. And that's kind of where I'm at, and that's why I was trying to tap into what we was going to talk about today. Is authority and our relationship with it. When you wield it, when you underneath it, how do you operate? And I've been trying to reassess that for me. You ever had when do you feel like you under somebody's thumb? When do you ever feel like, man, this person really got? I don't mean to thwart or misconstrue or divert us from a basic definition, but when do you feel like you're under somebody's authoritatorship, or
in my adult life, just at work. I mean, I gotta obey the laws, but I feel like they don't. I just operate within the confines of the laws anyway, so they don't really contrast anything I do on my day to day. To be honest with you,
you're not one of them people that buck the system, huh?
No, not like.
When the last time you bucked the system?
Not with laws and stuff. I feel like in workplace I do, if I don't believe what we do, why we do is the most efficient way to do it, or if I got a better idea, I'd be like, no, I think we should do this way. Or why do we do this way? We're making it harder for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Now, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I think I push back a lot at work with my suggestions like that, but they be like good suggestions. Because I just think I'm like just got an eye for like making stuff run efficiently. Like even like just when they come to processes, like I don't know, like I feel like something in me is just Mr. SOP. I'm meant to like do operating procedures because I
Mr. SOP.
know it got to be steps, and then you can refine it and make it more efficient. And people got ideas and stuff like that. And like I say, then too, like the fact that I'm like the lowest man on the totem pole, or pretty low to the totem pole. A lot of it's I put my hands on stuff and do it. So, because like sometimes it be stuff like in theory sound good, but you're not the one actually implementing it, so you don't realize how like,
bro,
nah, that ain't what you think it is,
bro.
But it just sound like a good idea.
Yeah, that's all theoretical.
If you on the ground, boots on the ground, nah, that don't work, bro.
Dang, that's actually no. I definitely get what you're saying, and I have a problem when I don't feel like I have a say so when it comes to authority. Like, you deal with people, they be like, no, this just the way it is. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I don't work well with them people, them types of leaders or them type of. Yeah, like I want to open line of communication. Like, like how you say, like, you got ideas, but what if nobody just want to hear your idea? Ed? Like, I don't want to hear your idea.
That's true. You got to have an open line of communication.
That's kind of frustrating to me.
Yeah. And then for me, just with authority too, like, if I'm under somebody, I got to feel like they know more than me and more knowledgeable. Because if not, I'm going to feel like I should be in that role and you shouldn't tell me what to do.
You know what? When you just said what you just said, I was about to ask you, do you be thinking your idea is the best idea?
Sometimes.
Okay. Because sometimes it just is. A lot of time it is.
Sometimes. Like I said, I've not in my particular job now, because it's not the case at all. Like, I understand why they above me and they should be above me. Yeah. But there's been other jobs where I was like, why he above? Like, I know more than him, or
I do more.
He just got that because of the timing. Like, and then that's where for me it always be like a button of the heads, because it's like I almost like I say, for me to like just fall in line with the authority and take the fear, I gotta feel like they like know more than me and more knowledgeable. Because if not,
like you can get something from them.
Yeah, because if not, then I'm going to just feel like that should be me. And because I don't know. I think because for me, just the way I'm wired, I always want to aim to be the highest ranking person in whatever environment I'm in. Like, I understand that sometimes I ain't ready for it, but that's like always my aspiration. I'm never going to just be fine with just being in that little role. And I think that's what, for me, with authority, you come in, like, because I have that mindset. So it's like, if I don't feel that you know more than me, then it's just going to be like, okay, it's just not going to go. Like, I'm just going to butt heads with the authority, or have issues, or not respect it as much, because I feel like,
that ain't
like, like, you really ain't qualified for that like I am, or like, so it's just like, what you say is like in one ear out the other. Like, I'm not gonna just instantly take heed and just be under your stewardship and your guidance.
Like, I'm not just about to be a crash dummy, just do
because it's definitely like, if I feel like I should be in that role more than you, then it's really gonna be like more so I'm just gonna view you as a contemporary and not my leader.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be a subordinate.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I work with you,
not under you.
You might have that title technically.
It's a difference,
but I'm not gonna blindly follow anything. I'm gonna just talk to you like a regular counterpart. It's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations like that before too. I was like, oh, they just, or especially too when I was younger and had like on campus jobs, like in college with.
Of course,
these people are literally my age. You don't know more than I know. Like,
but we both 22.
Yeah, like bro, come on, like, so it's like, no, I'm not about to
just bow down.
Yes, because I was an intramural ref, and like that was the case where it was like, dude, we all the same age. Like, you might contemporary. Like I say, you technically the supervisor and make more than me, but
That don't mean you know more of the game
bro.
than me.
No, bro.
Yeah.
You my age too, so it's like,
hey, chill out.
yeah. So that's how I was, and even the funny thing is when I had became a supervisor, because
oh yeah, you did.
That was an issue in itself because the first year I was cool with it because my first year.
It was your first year, yeah.
But then when it came back around, and she wasn't trying to make me a supervisor, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to. I just straight up told her, I was like, well, I don't want to do this because I should be a supervisor.
Knowing your worth.
And then it was like a thing where she was like, well, I told him, so I guess y'all both going to be supervisors together because. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm not
working under him. Yeah,
no, that's why I was like, nah, heck no.
Heck no.
Like, I know just as much, if not more. So, got the same amount of experience. So, no, I'm not doing that. So,
that's how you stand on it.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's how that works. So, sometimes it'd be like that where it's like, if I don't feel like with authority, if I don't feel like somebody fit to lead, I might not just go under them. Yeah. Like I might push back and not be willing to do that. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess we're adults now though. So ties bills don't care about that kind of stuff. You got to do what you do. But like I say, for me, it's just like, even it's still in that, it's going to always be like if I just don't feel like you knowledgeable and you fit the lead and you can lead me, then it's just going to, like I say, it's going to always be a weird power dynamic. Like I'm not gonna get disrespectful or nothing, but like how I view you in my mind, compared to how it really is on paper, it's not gonna be this. Like I say, you're just gonna be a contemporary to me. I'm naturally respectful to everybody, so you're gonna get that. So you may not notice, but it ain't gonna be like me asking you advice. I might just talk to you about something, like you would like somebody that's on your level. Like, I'm not asking you for advice. I'm just talking to you about something. We can flush it out together, maybe. But
No. I understand. It's funny, man, because I would view you as somebody that's hard to lead. Like you're not hard to lead, but it's like the person leading you gotta like display reasons for that, and it's probably all gonna come down to a learner's perspective. Which is like me, you know what I mean? Like you got people that's out there, like you said, that might be on your same level. You know what I mean? Like they probably got hired at the same time as you. You know, like that don't mean that I'm just about to willingly just accept what you giving out when I know that we both on the same level. You know what I mean? And that can be confusing. I don't know. With me, it's like. My frustration comes from, like I said, open line of communication. Like, I can deal with somebody that's over me if they're like willing to hear me out. Mm-hmm. It's when people don't want to hear nothing that I get really mad about that. And I'm not a mad person. Like, that's not my disposition. My disposition is I like working as a unit, quiet as kept or loud as kept. Like, I like being in a team and getting something done, like common goal. I'm one of them type of people, but it's like I need it to be circular, not linear. You know what I mean? I need to be roundabout. You know what I mean? Like okay, we got an issue. Like, okay, let me give you some input. Let me have some input. Don't just be like, oh, this is what we doing, and I don't want to hear that, because I do be having ideas for efficiency or how people can feel better about whatever we doing and stuff like that. But I get stumped when people just don't want to hear me out, and I get so mad. Like, bro, like, why do you feel like you just the end all be all of this? You know what I mean? Like, that's when I start questioning, like, who is you? Like, that's when I start like bucking the system. Like, come on, bro, we ain't just about to be under this scrutiny. Like, I can get a little rebellious. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna just like be detrimental rebellious, but like, hey, come on, man. This should be something in place for where like you can give us feedback and we can give you feedback. Like, and that's what I've taken with myself into all the positions I've had. And it's funny. I've been in a lot of leadership positions. Like I've been head of organizations, team leaders, supervisors and stuff. Now it's really been building up, and I say that because like I know what it's like to be under somebody's thumb. So when I do get in those positions, I try to lead the way that I think that I would want to be led. And that probably comes off conceited or narcissistic, but it's like, no, I understand how to include people and stuff like that. And it kind of like snowballs into my next question I have for you. Like, when you got authority and and you trying to set the parameters for your team and your people, how do you like establish your authority? Like, how do you be like, okay, this is my stuff for you?
Well, I think how I do it is like I kind of like set the boundaries to pop it off. But then after that, it's like
the nuance could come later.
Well, because after I set the boundaries, then it's like, okay, I set the tone. Now I'm relaxed. You can come talk to me. It's cool. Like,
but this is yeah.
But it's like I gotta set that to let you know that we ain't
just about to be.
Yeah, we ain't contemporaries. Like, you can't just talk to me any kind of way. But like after that, like I say, after I establish where it got to be a level of respect, then it's like once that's out in the air, then it's cool. Like I feel like you can casually talk to somebody and be respectful, and be like.
So you gonna let the people under you know that they don't know as much as you?
No, I don't do that. I always operate under the thing where it's like, well, I know this much, but I know. I think I know what I don't know, so I know everything because I know what I know and I know what I don't know.
I'm not gonna act like I know something. Yeah.
So sometimes I'd be like, I don't know. I'll be like, oh well, you got an idea to, or how
let's figure it out.
Or if I know a way, I'm like. And I got experience. I'm like, I can tell you why that's not gonna work because I tried that. And it sounds good, but it don't end up going well. And then you explain to them why. But like, I don't know. Like I said, I've been in leadership roles, but not too many as an adult to where I've had people under me, but it's kind of like I don't treat them like that. It's just kind of like Like, it's the people I can like ask to do stuff for me, but it's like might casually ask or sometimes ask or like I don't just like do this. Or it's like because I feel like two is like a lot about like just like I say, just from me just experience all aspects of it. Is like sometimes it's not what you say but how you say it, and being personable and like having a personable touch goes so far with just communicating with people.
That's interesting to hear because like me being your friend and we've talked to each other throughout our career development, right? Like when you've had leadership positions, I've noticed that like the leadership positions you have in your organizations and your jobs and stuff, it's like clearly defined. Like this is what this person does. This is what this person does. Me, the stuff I do or have done, it's more like it's a lot more nuanced. It's a lot more like personal feelings involved. Like when I was doing AmeriCorps, and I was a team leader, like I had to live with these people. You know what I mean? Like and work with them. So I had to make sure that they was comfortable with like. That's what I'm saying. That's
a lot of parts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so my leadership style was in my authoritative style, I guess, was like birthed out of that. You know what I mean? Where it's like in a regular job, it's like, okay, if I'm your supervisor or I'm your boss or whatever, and you don't do this, okay, you just fire. You know what I mean? Or you can just get out of here. Like, but what I have been involved in is more like, okay, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's more like talking. It's all the stuff that you don't like to do. The conversation and like getting people feelings involved into it and stuff like that. So it made me more of a supportive. Like I'm not a dictator. I'm more of a supportive leader. Like, okay, what can we do to make you better in this role? You know what I mean? So that you can be included in what we're doing as a group. Not like, oh, you doing that wrong, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like I don't lead like that. I don't. And it has snowballed into like a lot of things, and it actually got me to where I am today. Like what I just explained about doing those meetings, like because on the one hand, it's like I can't just fire people if they're not doing something right. Then we won't have enough people to get the job done. So like there is a level of acceptance that you do have, but for me, when I'm trying to establish my authority with groups of people, I'm more like, hey, we both here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like you just coming in and you just beckoning at my call. I don't want you to feel like that. Mm-hmm. I want you to feel like, okay, look, this is our mission. Like, this is our goal. This is what we have to do to get this goal accomplished. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be some ups and downs in pursuing that. But if you listen to me, you know what I'm saying? And you take the advice and tips and guidance that I'm trying to give you, it'll put you in a better place to achieve more. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I do it, you know? I ain't that. Well, you know, I do set my boundaries. You know, I got the work phone. I've been having work phones for like the last 5 years in my job. Sometimes I have to let them boys know, hey, don't call me after work hours. Like, don't hit this phone, you know? But when they do, I still pick up for some reason. But.
Yeah. I think, like I said, a lot of my stuff is from trial and error, too, because I've come into jobs where it was like I was a little too... I'm just like y'all to where it was like
when you try to be on the same level, that don't always work. That don't always work.
When you have to like show that
firm hand,
I'm not. Then they be like it kind of be off putting because they're not used to you.
Yeah. You know what? You right.
Then
you right with that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say then I've been that guy where it was like I got hired, but it was a guy that had been there longer that probably knew more than me, but he just ain't had the education that they was looking for. He just had the experience. So we had that dynamic where I said I would have that dynamic with somebody where it was like he didn't necessarily see me as a boss, even though I was his boss. And me be like, hard. I can't talk. Like I said, it was just kind of like I got to talk with you because I can't like I can't say, hey, you need to do this. I'm like, hey, we got a list. Let's try to, you know, like. So, like I said, I've just seen it from like every aspect. Now I see what like I say, just trial and error with work and what don't work. But like I say, my relationship with authority is I'm always going to assess who it's coming from and do I feel like you should have that over me. That's where it all starts from me because I'm going to assess you as the person I answer to. Because if I don't feel that I should be answering you, then it's just going to be different compared to okay, well. This makes sense. You just experienced. You're very knowledgeable. You know this. You're well in knowledge. Okay, well, you really know stuff.
I was just about to tell you.
So I leaned on your knowledge.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you how do you assess that, but you just answered it.
But yeah, then I leaned on your knowledge because, like I said, when I started in my field, I didn't know anything. So like, I gotta lean on you for everything because I don't know how to do none of this. Then it got to a point where I got my new manager was like, well, I got a little bit of knowledge, but now I need to. It to be grown and me to have the opportunity to work on other stuff, and I got that, but still leaning on him because he's just knowledgeable. And that's the most interesting thing about my job. Most jobs I've ever been on, in 6 months, I feel like I should be the manager, just to be honest, or I could do the job. Yeah, but I've been in this field for maybe 4-ish, almost 4. No, 3.
3 years.
3. 3 going on 4, and that's like,
that's about where I'm at.
It's so much to learn. I just know that I'm not, there. Like you could put me in that role, and I could probably close the gap, but just me saying, oh no, like I could run this right now if I had to. Like that's how I normally feel at jobs. Like no, I can run this. Like I know enough. I got it down. This like clockwork, but my job is more so like, oh no, this night, I just learned something new, which is kind of good for me because I like being in the state of constantly learning. I don't have one of them jobs where I could just do it my eyes closed or just mindlessly do because it's very nuanced and different. Yeah. So yeah, that helped me with authority. Like I say, I'm just assessing you. Are you more knowledgeable than me? Do I feel like you should have that role over me? Because in my mind, if somebody is in a leadership role, that means that I should be able to learn from you, rely on you, That's what if I feel like I'm not learning from you because you don't know more than I know, then why you got the job? Or if I know more than you and you asking me questions, it's like, because sometimes it be like that. Like I say, sometimes the people don't got that education, but they got the experience, so they got to give it to somebody with that piece of paper, and it's like they asking you questions and stuff. Where
he's like, ain't you supposed to know this? Aren't you supposed to know this? I mean, no, I get you. My relationship is a little different. I gotta get to a level of understanding with the person that's in authority over me. Like I gotta know. I want to know or kind of understand why you doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm a why person for sure. You know, like why you do that? Now they tell you like, okay, I've been in this job, 8 years, and the last time I let somebody do this, this what happened, and it messed up everything. So now I might not feel this way, but this is why I do that. I'm like, oh, I can understand that. That's why they're directing me the way that they're directing me. But that's only a byproduct, Ed, of somebody having an open line of communication. Like if you don't give me that, or you don't allow that to be, if you don't set the foundation for that to be something that can develop in the relationship, you know what I mean, or the interaction. Like I just feel off put by you, and I probably won't give my whole 100%. Because, I got to know why we doing something And then, too, I feel like for me, it's like I'm an extremely inquisitive person. So, like, if why you do that?
I'm about to say, because if you don't know your stuff, it's going to show quick. Or if you got to, like, keep telling me, that's a good question. Let me figure out the answer. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm a naturally inquisitive person. Because, like.
And you a skeptic.
Because I say that's how I naturally learn so much. Is because, like.
You going to ask the question.
I don't want just the answer. I want to know how you arrive to the answer.
How it developed,
Because I always say that in my job. I don't like asking the same question more than once. Because that means you didn't learn from it. That means you just got an answer.
Mm-hmm. And it's different between, hey, we gotta do this, and no, like this why we doing this. This came down, this our policy. We switched policies, and now we got it. You know what I mean? Like,
because I'm the one who asked that. Because even in my like employee evaluations, they always say like, you ask good questions. You like. It may be something that we always did for a while and we forgot the why behind it, or we hadn't had that come up, but you asked a question. So we get to refresh ourselves with stuff.
That's good.
So yeah, so that's why I say for me, it's like it come out pretty quick if you knowledgeable or not. Cause I've never been afraid to ask a question. I'd rather ask a question than do it wrong. Or and you tell me it's wrong. Now I got to go correct it. Yeah, or as if I'm unsure, I'm like, this is that how we go about this? Yeah,
and I have a real discomfort with just blindly doing something too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I have a real discomfort with that, like to the point like I might do it the first time, but I was like even if we got the objective done, I'd be like I didn't feel good doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And they'd be like, why you didn't feel like, bro? Because like I don't know why we doing it, like. If you just say go do this, I'm be like,
especially I'm gonna be
that's quick like red question stuff. So if it's manual
labeling, you like
don't get me started.
My safety, at risk. Because I'm gonna be like, hold on,
man. They don't got a machine for this. You know what I'm saying? They don't got a,
Because I'm not saying, I'm quick to quietly go and look at my job description. Be like, hold on,
this not in my. Yeah, nah. You know what's funny?
I can say no to that.
You know what's funny? I had an instance. I'm glad we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, where like my branch manager, he hit me up. I ain't gonna say no name because I want my job, but he hit me up to do something, right? And I was like, I said, we can go do that, but I said, is this in the scope of our work? You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is what we supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. And I told the person about this podcast that I did it with. So if you listen and he know, shout out to you. Anyway, I was like, I don't know if this is like what we supposed to be doing. I think it's like somebody that's probably supposed to be licensed doing this to do this. Mm-hmm. And I just felt so uneasy about, like, I did it. Mm-hmm. Which might be hypocritical, like, oh, you still did it, but it's like, I was just like, man, I don't even know I don't think this is in our scope. Mm-hmm. But I remember him telling me like, even if it's not, you can still do it. I was just like, I don't think that's how that works. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is right. And I had a very real discomfort with it because they just like told me to do it without giving me the why behind it. Yeah, like they wanted me to go get a reading on a electrical meter, and I was like, I'm not an electrician. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm a surveyor, and we kind of have our we have our things that we're allowed to do under that. But then, like, what he was trying to get us to do, I was like, man, I think we might need a actual person that's licensed to do this. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, I just hate that he kind of didn't tell me all the way, like, what is this information used for, you know? Because the information I gather on the job and I teach my guys, I could tell them what that's used for. But I don't know about this. This is something different. But I say that to the effect of, like, I just had a real discomfort with it because I have to know the why. Like, like I ain't gonna lie to you.
I gotta know the why.
Like I got to know the why. Like it's almost not even like a work thing. That's just a me. That's a me thing. That's just a person. Professional. Like I just gotta know the why. Like and it's funny. Like if the why is crazy, if I can understand it, I could be okay doing.
Or about to say, or you can explain it. I don't necessarily gotta agree with it, but if that's your logic behind it,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I may not agree with it, but I can accept it.
You know how many people we didn't talk to that we met in our life? I don't get why he do that, but that's why he do it, and it's like, okay, I can get with that though because I know his why, you know. But anyways, but yeah, I have a real discomfort with that, and I guess I was explaining my relationship with authority. It's just like. I just need an open line of communication just because the line I'm going to use is just to get understanding, you know?
Yeah.
I ain't just about to just...
Yeah, I can't just blindly follow.
I'm not just about to say, hey, you a horrible leader, but it's just like, well, I'm going to say that, but not like in those words. I use it through questioning, but it's just like, at least I need that to be there, you know?
But like I said, for me, if you're just expecting somebody to just blindly follow, that's not me.
No, it's not.
But I'm going to say, once I've... went through my little mental vet of you, and I feel like
mental vet.
you know, you in the authoritarian role for a reason, and I understand why. I'm a good soldier. I fall in line.
Yeah.
I don't give too much back talk. None of that.
Okay.
Like I say, all right. You asked me to do something. Okay,
I'm gonna go do it. Yeah.
Like I say, especially once I get comfortable, I know everything you ask me is a part of my job duties, and like I say, I keep that paper on purpose so I can look at that all the time. Like, yeah, it's a part of my duties. I don't do that one often, but it's there. They did a good job putting it there.
Yeah. But look, if you just a soldier, right? Okay, it get even more sticky when you move up in management because now you know a little bit. You got a little bit more insight, and that's where I'm at right now. It's like, bro, why you making me? You know, why you making us do this? Like, this not really what we supposed to be doing. You know, I had that happen yesterday, bro. I had that happen yesterday where I was given a responsibility, or I was told about a responsibility that I got to do something next week. And I was just like, why are you just telling me this? You know, like, why wasn't I included in this? Why wasn't I part of this process of getting this stuff come? If it falls on me to carry it out, why was I not included in the process of making it happen? Like, that be my stuff.
Yeah, bring me in a little earlier.
Yeah, bring me in a little earlier. Don't just be like, hey, this is what you got. No, buddy. You know, like, no.
Dang, that is middle management, huh?
That's middle management.
Yeah.
And I got to stop myself from getting personally offended. Like, bro, why you think I can't? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would get personal, but I stop myself. I'd be like, hey, bro, why you acting like I can't?
That is literally middle management.
That's middle management.
Because they come up with the stuff and they give it to you to execute.
Yeah, and like how you said earlier, like, bro, that don't work like that. I could have told you that 2 weeks ago. Like, bro, that's not gonna work like that. Like, you need me there so I can tell you, like, this how this actually happens in practice. Like, like they was just like, you can do this. Like, and I told her, I was like, maybe not me. I do be kind of bucking the system, I guess. I'd be like, well, that probably ain't gonna happen like that, but let me tell you how it is gonna happen. And this why it only happening like this because you didn't bring me in earlier, stuff like that. But anyway,
that's a good thing too.
It's a
and then sometimes because like I say,
but I understand.
I work within the department of an organization, so sometimes I know there's organizational issues, but I'd be like, it's above my payroll. That's above my pay rate. That's above my pay grade. Yeah. So nope. I'm
not tasked with that.
Nope.
I'm not.
But I say if it don't, especially when it don't directly affect me, but I just know just the overall.
Yeah.
You could. That's gonna affect something.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be like that too, where it's like.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Yeah. That's a heck of a fork in the road. Yeah. Best of luck.
Yeah. Yeah. And man, bro, it's funny when you can see it coming too. Like, oh, this is about to be This about to be an issue.
It's like somebody dealing with that.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say. I say somebody dealing with that, but it ain't me. So, but but it's okay. It's okay. But that's how I deal with it. Like, I don't know. Authority can be funny because it's like giving and taking away, and because you got to like give. It's like you establish authority, but the people under you got to accept it. You know what I'm saying?
How was you
like,
with authority growing up, though?
Oh, as a kid, or just childhood, bro. I'm glad you asked that because it's we shifting. But I was kind of good with authority. Like I didn't break a lot of rules. Or I broke a lot. I broke a couple rules as a kid. Just school, parents. You know what? Dang, I messed up. My mama probably was the first example of this, but like my mama made a very inclusive environment for us. Like, we could speak our mind. Okay. We couldn't get out of line. Like we weren't just about to say nothing crazy, then we get whooped.
Like this S word stupid.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, that's when you get snatched up like that, you know what I'm saying? But you could be like, Mama, why we doing this? Because, So my parents, they did allow for questions and they did allow for like inquisition, so I had a pretty good relationship with authority as a kid. Some of my teachers, you right. Some teachers, I was kind of advanced. Well, you was too, but I was kind of advanced too as a kid, and I got my intuition way too early as a kid. Cause there were some teachers I was like, you don't know what you doing. I said that as a second grader. I said that, bro, my third grade year. Lavina Oates, if you was in my class, they switched my teachers, bro. It came off as bad conduct, but it wasn't. It was really like, what are we doing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are we doing? Like, this is kind of not right. And it kind of came out as me like finishing work early. Like, bro, we learned that last week. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I already knew we was going to go to the division because we was already talking about, so I would get done with work early, which gave me a lot more time to talk to other students. And I was a talkative person, kid, as you could probably guess. But anyway, the relationship was good though. I followed rules most of the time, but even then I hated when I couldn't say nothing. If I couldn't say nothing, I was pretty stubborn at that point. So yeah, but
growing up with authority, it was an option. So that got set early on for me. But then, like I said, I think when I got older, like in high school and stuff, I kind of started like.
But I remember
pushing my boundaries a little bit more. I would never get outside of them, but boy,
I remember.
But I don't know. I felt like I had just built up enough of a good rapport to where I could like
let me take my shot.
like you can't get away with this, but I can. I got a lot of equity that I done built up over the years. So that's a little wild, but
I love that because I saw that.
Yeah,
I got to witness that. I got to witness that in your life, and that was such a. It wasn't fun, but it was just like I like Ed doing his stuff.
But I would never just go too far out the parameters where it was like, like I said, I knew the boundaries that I had to like I knew what I could operate with.
Well, you could push,
Like I was very aware, but I might get close to that.
You got close. You got hella close. You got on the line. You got on the line. If you know, you know. You got on the line.
I wouldn't go cross, but I got.
But that's good. I think that's natural progression. You know what I'm saying?
Get older,
that's
man. You get comfortable. You know.
Yeah,
once you really got a strong, solid foundation of authority and stuff. Like, okay, well, I know I can't go that far, but like with parents, like I guess when I knew I wasn't no longer just like because it turned from authority to like, okay, I'm talking to you as an adult now. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that shift happened kind of when like I graduated high school, kind of started paying my own bills and stuff like that. So you earn that kind of like you earn the right to talk with me, like you said, like you earn the right to because you out here like me. Yeah,
and that was such a comforting thing. I will say that like it wasn't a lot of like. That wasn't a struggle with my people. It wasn't. It was like, okay, you out here in the world now, you know, like they start asking me for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, stuff like that. Not to put you out, mama. I know you watching, but no. It was good though. What about like in friend groups? I mean, I never felt like you felt like the need to be like authoritarian with it. No. Well, there are times where you was like, no, y'all, we can't do that. and we all listen because, like you said, you set your boundaries. Like, well, we know how far Egg gonna go. Like, Egg ain't gonna go no farther than this.
But yeah, I don't know. But I felt like.
Cause
I felt like maybe
that happens in friend groups. Bro.
Yeah, I was like maybe in like our younger days, I probably
took control.
Was a little bit more assertive, but you know, as people be adults and go on their own journey and be grown, you can't really tell nobody nothing.
Kind of like what I just said. Like you get to the point where bro, that's his life. You know what I'm saying?
You can't tell nobody nothing. Even if you like lightly suggest or say something, he's like at the end of
he gonna do what he want to do.
Now, what I said make complete sense, but they still gonna do what they want to do. So that's whatever. Yeah. Get to that point where it's like they're gonna do what they want to do, and that just get reinforced the older people get. Yeah,
and you know what's funny? Like, there's definitely specific times that happen with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's been at the point like.
I'm no exemption. I'm the same.
I told him. I told him. But it'd be so funny when you watch it. Have you be like, I told him. But like, what make you a friend is that I'm a accept him regardless of the outcome.
But you know, a lot of men though, they got to just hit their head. Yeah, they you can say it's a wall there, but until they run into it,
they ain't gonna. Yeah, and then they come back like, bro, you told it was a wall there. Like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I told you. Just,
but you know,
or sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, okay, keep walking straight to the wall." You be like, "Yeah, I told you." Yeah. You said okay, but you still.
I told you that. Yeah,
I probably lived through that almost every day. I told somebody something today made complete sense. They said okay, exactly what I said was gonna happen. Then they was like,
"I know you gonna
surprise," and I was like,
"Yeah."
Well, yeah. I mean, I told you, and. Mm-hmm. So
no, I'm glad that you asked that though, because like I think, I ain't gonna speak out of turn, but authority is like I've had people on my teams like tell me like, bro, I do have a problem with authority. Like they just don't like being told nothing. Yeah. I had one specific person like. She know because we had the conversation. I told her this. Ask her supervisor. I said, bro, you have a real problem with authority, huh? Like, you just don't like being told nothing. She was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like the action of it being told to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like you said, that's not my problem. Somebody got to deal with that. But it's like, that comes from like childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the way you good, that's deeper. Like, that's deeper. Like, in being somebody in a leadership role or an authority, having the authority, I guess. Yeah, having the authority. That's how I should frame it. It was like interesting to see how they navigated, and when you can pinpoint somebody, like you can pinpoint somebody on your team or friend or brother, sister, like, oh, they just don't like what's being told them right now. And then there's a difference between that and like, oh no, they just don't like people being over them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got friends like that. Like they just don't like people being over them. You know, we've had people on our team like, bro, they just don't like people being over them. And that can be hard. That can be hard. Yeah. And I think but I don't always think that's a bad thing. Like how you say you do your mental vetting and how you say like, you know, in 6 months you think you could do the job. That's just a byproduct of ambition and aspiration. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I want to be up there. Yeah. So I'm gonna do everything I can to put myself and equip myself with the tools to be there. And when I feel like I reached that, I know when I reached it. Yeah. Like people that's been listening to this podcast, we on episode 95? Yeah. Maybe like 50 episodes ago, I remember saying like, bro, I feel like I hit my ceiling. Remember I was saying like, bro, I hit my ceiling. Like that's me saying like, bro, like I got everything out of this. Like I can do the bigger job now. You know, like, and when you feel that way, you do become a little bit more temperamental. Like, man, why you telling me, bro? You know, I know what I'm doing. You know, you ain't got to tell me that. You know, I ain't like I'm being micromanaged. You know, but yeah. So, you know, authority, it's something that everybody got to deal with because, like you said,
I feel like in some capacity, everybody got to answer to somebody. Yeah. Like even if you're an entrepreneur It's still laws you got to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say you got to answer to somebody.
You got to answer, like somebody's gonna like
the IRS.
Yeah, somebody.
You go answer to somebody.
Well, somebody having the power over you to say yes or no. That's like a very real thing. You know, some people like. I've struggled with that before. Like I've been in a situation like, man, I hate that they can just say yes or no to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I guess say yeah. I don't know. I don't think I guess I've always
but
had somebody that could do that to me.
I know I had, but you know, yeah, you're right.
But then I feel like to me, it's like there's less people that can do that to me the older I get.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
To where it would come back when I was growing up, it was parents, teachers, relatives. Mm-hmm. Now it's like job.
Yeah.
Somebody can tell me yes, no.
Relationship, we ain't talked about that yet.
Yeah, I'm about saying relationship.
But yes, I'm not an authoritarian. I'm not an authoritarian in a relationship.
I'm a
collaborative person.
Yeah, I'm about to say my
I'm a team player.
It was a partnership. That's what I look for.
Yeah, partner.
I don't wanna be over somebody. I don't want nobody over me. I just want it to be always collaborative and that's why I say partnership.
Even
50-50.
You know what I'm saying? Because I say this all the time. Like, bro, I don't be trying to give permissions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never want somebody to ask me, can they do something?
You're like, yeah. They be like, can I go out tonight? Like, yeah,
you can ask me, hey, do we got something planned? Because I'm trying to go do something. That's just called being considerate.
That's different. Yeah,
there's a difference between being considerate and asking me permission. Nor am I going to ask permission. Hey, you think I can go to Julia's house?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Hey, my boy's going out this weekend. It's the difference between this, like, hey, can I go out with my boys this weekend? And then it's the difference between they like, hey, man, like, this probably coming up. Did we got anything planned before I tell them? Yeah,
that's what I said. That's consideration and asking. Like I say, now maybe that changed. You know, once you start having a kid and stuff, because now you're asking somebody to
take on more.
Yeah, why you gotta do so? Why you might need a yes or no for that. Some people may not have the capacity to do that, but in our current situation, I'm not.
But when you say that, when you say that right there, that goes back to you saying, like, when you understand, like, the playing field of the terms of authority. You know what I mean? Like, the terms of authority is different when we both got a kid together. That's different than us just talking. You know what I mean? Like, that's more included in that. No, that's pretty interesting, man. That's pretty interesting. And it's funny because when you talk about things like this, it can really get tied to like values and morals and upbringing. It's something like this is really tied to your upbringing.
I'm not saying then too, like you can just tell like pretty easily what people's relationship is with authority.
Oh, hey, that's one of the things you could immediately. Now, you ever met somebody that ain't never had no authority? That's the person that's wild and outside. Like, I've seen people that ain't never had no authority. Them be the, you know what I'm saying? Them be the hard head. It shows for sure. So I will say this: I'm glad I had enough authority in my life. I've had enough to make me act right.
Yeah. Same. So, me too.
Because I wouldn't want to have too much, and I wouldn't want to have none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Say because it can all have adverse effects. Not having enough authority. Mm-hmm. Now that's what you might look for if you didn't have enough of that growing up. Then if you had too much, then you just gonna naturally just rebel. Everything
because you looking at both.
When you felt like every aspect of your life was controlled.
Yes, bro.
Now you don't want to relinquish your power.
Yes, bro. Some people just got like, not to take us, we had our mark, but not take us too far past it, but like, there's some people that just like naturally just rebellious, bro. Like, like it's different between somebody having a moment of rebellion and then like, oh no, that person is a rebel. Like, like
because we know people like
a fucking I'm sorry, not to curse, a freaking contrarian. You're like, like bro, like it don't matter what you say to that person, like they just not gonna.
Yeah, they just naturally just gonna go.
They gonna take an opposition. They just gonna take opposition. And
they natural disposition is the opposition.
Yes, yes, bro. And them people like I be kind of
exhausting.
it's exhausting, and I'd be like, bro, I don't want no parts of that.
There's some type of people that like, even if you are that type of person, I can only deal with you in doses, short doses, and not on the extended and the frequency. I mean, it's not frequent.
It's not extensive.
Yeah, if I got 2 hours of that, I'm good for like months. Yeah. Before I could be around you again.
Most people that know they like that, they'll kind of tell you like, like, I'm probably not gonna go with this. It was like, all right, and it kind of goes back to what you said, the wall there, but let them bump their head. So, but anyway, and some people have different situations where they are rebellious or like I might like authority in this, but not in that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't be authority. Hey, don't be no authoritative when I'm trying to have fun on the weekend. Like, this not the time for that. Like, I'm probably under the influence. Like, this ain't the time for that. Now, Monday when we gotta go or Sunday we gotta go shopping and stuff like that, and you say, hey, we gotta get up, we gotta go do this. All right. But anyways,
I had a follow up.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna say sometimes it just depends. Because sometimes I like because we always talk about a woman that's hands on.
I love them.
But I've seen that not work out for you too, though.
It's okay, but no, I enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That work out.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all that matters.
That's what I'm saying. Like that didn't work out because of me. Don't be that to this Don't be that to this podcast. But no, that didn't work out because of me. That wasn't me not liking the authority. That means just being in a messed up position. Okay. I'm gonna
say sometimes it seems. Well, that'll be the next episode. Like sometimes I get into the power dynamics, man. That'll be the next episode.
Now that was something. Now that was a struggle.
2 alpha males, 2 alphas.
But you know what was funny when we was clicking?
Power couple, because they're both alphas.
It was 100. It was 100. Like the synergy, man. The synergy was great.
Power. But that'll be the next episode. We gonna talk about y'all power dynamics because
we're gonna talk about your power dynamics.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see this me being rebellious, but anyway, no, for real. Go ahead. Next episode, power dynamic, and now that one, we're gonna get real on that one, bro, because
it kind of tie. They both tie together, authority and power dynamics. Yeah, because sometimes that's why people got issues with power dynamics because they it's the underlying issue with authority.
I just don't want to be under scrutiny the whole time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, man. I like power. I shoot my power dynamics. I like certain dynamics too.
Okay.
In my dynamics, I like certain dynamics in my dynamics.
Yeah, I like to be over. Sometimes I like to be under. That's all I'm gonna say.
To be what? Sometimes it could be real close, but if you look at it with a magnifying glass, it's like 51-49.
Hey, sometimes I make the dynamic. Yeah, I'm gonna push it there.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, okay, we can collaborate, but sometimes you just got to go with what that's why I say that's that 51-49.
Control the air.
Well, it's like, hey man, I explain later, but right now, we can't do that.
Not right now, bro. This ain't
we can't think tank it right now. We just got to be this way.
I just need you to say yes right now. That's it. Just say yes.
Sometimes it be like that.
I just need you to say yes, bro. Like,
well, why? Well,
hey. The why is later. I'm telling you.
That's okay. Next episode. Episode 96. But this has been
episode 95.
Episode 95 of the Transferable Experience podcast. It was good to get a full episode in under our belt.
Yeah, touch base with y'all, man.
It's back to being consistent now. Holidays, birthdays, and all that good stuff kind of
the only thing left.
Derailed stuff a little bit, but now we back on track for the new year of 2023.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Go Eagles.
Yeah, them
I'm
too.
the Eagles fan, but black quarterback.
Okay. No. I know.
Actually, I'm going with both black quarterbacks, Chiefs and Eagles.
Let's get in there, brothers. Let's get in there, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Take us out of there.
But this has been episode 95 of Transferable Experience podcast. Like always, remember to do all the things on all the things. Stay warm, and we'll talk to y'all next week.